Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Listen, we're doing. I hope I got it. Um, we're doing the book of this one. Ooh, excuse me. Now, when I grabbed this, I was looking for stuff on Egypt, but as fate would have it, I came across the Dutch Provost. Yeah. Anyway, I cracked myself up. It is. Okay. What if you didn't hear me before? I was saying that I grabbed um, the Book of Bizarre Truths because I wanted to look up some stuff on Egypt. But as fate would have it, I came across this page 669. Okay. Now, this is one group of people that you never hear about, which to me is suspect as it is. Now, I remember uh, the saying, if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much. And then you heard of the Dutch boy with the wooden shoes, and there was a crack in the dam, and he was putting his finger in there. So that's all. And I used to work at Holland America Line. Listen, Anarchy and Peace, the Dutch Provo movement. You heard of that? I haven't. Let's go further. In the summer of 1965, Holland's media were preoccupied with the activities of the Provos, a self-described anarchist group whose witty, prank-like happenings appealed to the country's politically minded youth and bothered the hell out of the Dutch police, who often were the unwitting victims of Provo mischief. Mm, a mess where ideals converge. Provo pranksterism traces back to the late 1950s, beginning with Robert Jasper Grootveld, a young performance artist seemingly impervious to embarrassment. Okay? In one prank, Grootveld wrote cancer across cigarette billboards. It wasn't subtle, but it did have an impact. Grootveld's early activities coincided with those of the Nozems, a group of disaffected, unemployed Dutch teens, teens, who got a kick out of mild, aimless troublemaking. By 1965, an intellectual named Roel van Duyen realized that the Nozems' aggression could be channeled into revolutionary consciousness. Together, Van Duyn and Grootveld became the nexus of a new performance-oriented sort of social protest, the Provos. The Provo Agenda was rife with fascinating contradictions, laziness, and action. Protests and peace, intellect and ignorance, the Provos were fueled by the power of those contradictions and embraced the opposite pillars of protest movements, the educated intellectuals who criticized society from behind ivory towers, and the uneducated punk riffraff who protest society by refusing to participate in it. Provo political activities played like cleverly planned comedic farces that were almost too absurd to be true. One plot was designed to reveal the police force's ineptitude when it came to marijuana laws. To do so, the Provost continuously called the police on themselves and got arrested for possession, though the faux pot would prove to be tea and legal herbs. With this Trojan horse, the police were made to appear foolish time and time again. Eventually, they became afraid to arrest anyone for cannabis for fear they would be a victim of another Provo plot. These people, one just has to laugh, honey. Just have to laugh. Let's go on. Out in DNF, the Provost also enacted their white plan. Their white plans. Oh, what's that? Sounds chilling. The white plans. These were political plans to improve society. The White Bicycle Plan called for the use of communal bikes and the outlawing of cars in Amsterdam. We're doing the same thing here in Seattle, actually. But I still have a car. Bicycles are very dangerous to me. I would maybe get a tricycles, but they're hella expensive. So anyway, let's go. Oh, if any of you out there want to buy me a tricycle, message me. Oh, any tricycle company want me to try your tricycle, message me, email me. Okay. The White Bicycle Plan called for the use of communal bikes and the outlawing of cars in Amsterdam. The Provost dispersed 50 white bikes throughout the city, which were immediately impounded by the police. Others included the White Chimney Plan. The chimneys of serious polluters were painted white. Okay. The White Wives Plan. They're coming after the girls. They're coming after the girls. Or as Bill Burr would say, they're coming after the ladies. They're coming after the ladies. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. The White Wives Plan promoting free women's clinics. And the White Kids Plan promoting free child care. Wow. I think I'm impressed by the Dutch. I think I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. I don't think that they're offering any of this in African countries, do you? No. I don't think so. Okay. The cleverest Provo plot involved white rumors, in which the group terrorized the police force simply by spreading rumors. For example, to protest the wedding of Holland's Princess Beatrix to a former member of the Hitler Youth, Provost spread wild rumors about themselves. The Provost would dump LSD into the public water supply, The Provost would build a giant paint gun to attack wedding guests. The royal horses were to be drugged. Paranoid authorities requested 25,000 troops to protect the wedding from the Provost, who were actually planning on doing very little. Mayhem ensued, and the police ended up beating unarmed citizens and foreign journalists. Crazy. Power to the Provost. Eventually, the police and government were so afraid of the Provo movement that by mid-1966, by mid-1966, arrests and riots spread throughout the Netherlands. The public sympathized with the Provosts, who were never violent themselves. Due to Provo activism, private citizens, academics, and politicians called for investigations into police behavior. By 1967, the mayor of Amsterdam and the police commissioner had been fired. Provo was accepted into the mainstream, and some Provo members even took political office. In May 1967, the Provost disbanded. The Provost succeeded in revealing police violence, and many scholars credit the Provost for Amsterdam's famously lax cannabis laws. Wow, is that how that's happened? I wondered about that. I always wondered about that. How come weed was always legal in Amsterdam? Everybody talked about it, when they went through there and stuff like that. That's crazy. Okay, so it says, and the Provosts are credited with innovations in public transportation. Their white bicycle plan was the progenitor to similar plans that are in effect today throughout Europe. As the Provo magazine explained, Provo has to choose between desperate resistance and submissive extinction. Provo calls for resistance wherever possible. Provo realizes that it will lose in the end, but it cannot pass up the chance to make at least one more heartfelt attempt to provoke society. That's pretty cool. So that's the Provost. What do y'all think? I think that they're amazing. Oh my God. I think that they're incredibly smart and ingenious, and their intent is to improve society, not just provoke society. And I think that they were very beneficial and just amazing. Oh my God. And I love the way that their mind works. I love the way that their mind worked in this situation because so smart. And what a great plan and what great ideas. And clearly they had some money. Because you don't buy 50 white bikes, in the 60s and late 50s and put them all around the city. You ain't got some cheddar, honey. All right, I'm gone. Leave your comments on the Provos if you ever heard about them. That's why I love this book, man. I love this book, man. It's fabulous. It is fabulous. So that was about the Provos. page 669. Bizarre truths about this and that. Anarchy and Peace, the Dutch Provo movement. And did you know that Princess Beatrix, Holland's Princess Beatrix, was a former member of the Hitler Youth? Heil Hitler? I didn't know that. I just found out. Crazy. I am loving this. Love, love, love. Okay, so anyway, that was that, and I'll be back. Bye.